عن الزهري قال أخبرني سالم عن عبد الله بن عمر رضي الله عنهما قال رأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا أعجله السير في السفر يؤخر صلاة المغرب حتى يجمع بينها وبين العشاء. قال سالم: وكان عبد الله بن عمر يفعله إذا أعجله السير يقيم المغرب فيصليها 3 ثم يسلم، ثم قلما يلبث حتى يقيم العشاء فيصليها 2 ثم يسلم، ولا يسبح بينهما بركعة، ولا بعد صلاة العشاء بسجدة حتى يقوم من جوف الليل. رواه البخاري. Imam Ibn Shihab az-Zuhri rahmatullahi alayhi says, Salim told me that Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu narrated. He said, I saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam delaying Maghrib prayer until he would combine between Maghrib and Isha when he was traveling and he was in a hurry. Salim says Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu used to do the same thing when he was traveling and he was in a hurry. He would make iqamah for Maghrib and then he would perform the 3 rak'ah of Salat al-Maghrib, then say Salam to end it, then wait just a little bit before calling iqamah again for Isha, and then perform 2 rak'ah of Salat al-Isha, then conclude it with Salam. And he would not perform any voluntary prayers in between. Not even after Salat al-Isha he would perform any voluntary prayers until he would rise in the middle of the night to perform the Tahajjud. This is the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or from the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Everything from the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is for our benefit, for your benefit. But this is one of the conveniences that is within the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When you are traveling, you are allowed to combine the prayers in a particular way. So Salim, who is the son of Abdullah ibn Umar, the grandson of Umar radiallahu anhu, he said, my father told me that he saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam delaying Salat al-Maghrib until close to the time of Isha, and then he would combine Maghrib and Isha. So the way Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do Jam'a bayna salatain, or combining between the 2 prayers, he would delay one prayer and perform it towards the end of its time, and then perform the next prayer at the beginning of its time. So for example, Isha is starting at 6 o'clock tonight, for example. Okay, Isha is starting at 6 p.m. So the Prophet ﷺ would push down Maghrib prayer. Instead of doing it at 4:30 when it starts, he would push it down and continue traveling until there was little bit time left towards the end of Maghrib prayer. Let's say 15 minutes or 20 minutes left until the end of Maghrib time. So then he would do his Maghrib prayer. And then by the time he would finish Maghrib, there was almost the beginning time of Isha, because right after Maghrib, Isha starts. So as soon as Isha would start, he would perform Isha prayer. So this would happen in the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he was traveling and when he was in a hurry. If he was not in a hurry, he wouldn't do that. If he was in a hurry, for whatever reason, and he was traveling, he would combine the prayers like that. And the practice of Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu provides more clarification on that. As Salim says that Abdullah ibn Umar, my father, he would do the same thing. Whenever he would travel, in the time of Maghrib, he would delay Maghrib until little bit time was left to the start of Isha. So he would perform Maghrib at that time, then wait a little bit, maybe a few minutes, and then Isha would start and he would perform Isha. So this is a convenient concession from the seerah of our beloved Prophet ﷺ for a traveler, because when you are traveling, it's not that easy to stop for every prayer. So instead of stopping for every prayer, you can do the same thing for Zuhr and Asr as well. You could delay Zuhr towards the end of its time and perform it there at that time. And then as soon as Asr starts, you perform Asr at that time. So for example, you're traveling from here to New York or from here to Chicago. Instead of stopping first for Zuhr and then again for Asr and then again for Maghrib and then again for Isha, you could reduce the 4 stops to 2 stops. You could make one half-an-hour stop for Maghrib and for Zuhr and Asr, and then again you could make 1 stop for Maghrib and Isha. That will save you time, and that will save you perhaps inconvenience as well that you may encounter while you're traveling. Ad-Deenu Yusr. Our religion is made easy for us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is not made difficult. And despite having these conveniences, if you're not praying and you are making excuses, dumb excuses, oh, I cannot find a rest area, I do not have water with me, or I do not have this or that, then you are well aware of your own false excuses. You're making lame excuses not to pray, and you will be questioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.